Sony CCD-TR303E. PAL version, European model. Even came with the instruction manual. Unfortunately, it didn't come with the service manual, but I don't think a lot of end consumers these devices were manufactured for and aimed at would own a service manual for these devices. It's already disassembled, it's very serviceable, it's only 8 screws and then you're in the device. Let's have a look at the issues this thing has, else it wouldn't be on my table. By the way, it was a real bargain, it was very cheap. It came with the charger, the manuals, and I think 13 tapes, including one additional cleaning tape that was halfway through on its usage. And, well, of course the camera is broken, it's in non-working condition. It has several issues we're going to take a look at right now. For instance, one particular issue I find very interesting is that the capstan motor is running for no reason. Maybe that's due to one of these electrolytic capacitors that have leaked. They do leak, they leak a lot, it's horrible, they're such a bad quality, all of them leak. This unit, I think I counted 38 of these capacitors that have to be replaced. A lot of them are on the main board, but also on the audio board that's in front of the camera. You can see it over here. That's the audio board, it already has a lot of capacitors. And then we have, of course, a few of them down there for the capstan motor drive, and also for the board it has like some of them, but not as many as other units have. So it's pretty serviceable, it's okay, you can fix it. And now into the issues that it has. So first, when we turn on the camera mode, you can see that the viewfinder has no problem, it's starting to beep, but as soon as, or as far as, can you actually see that? No, it's very, oh my god, it's so dirty. Yuck. As far as general picture goes, it's not looking very good. No, it's very distorted. There's probably the sync is not there, sync signal. We can have a look how it looks over at the TV. Just put the composite output or the composite cable, attach it to the TV, and yeah, it looks horrible on the TV. Can you? The blanking is a bit inconvenient, so I hope nobody, if you got a problem with flickering images, but yeah, this looks horrible. I'm going to zoom in a bit. No, look at that. Look at that. It looks horrible. And then we have another very interesting issue. I think from the few units I repaired until now, I've seen this error for the first time only, and it's regarding the function of the tape mechanism. I actually don't want to put a tape in there because I'm not sure if it's going to be damaged by the fault it has, because the capstan's running. And yeah, it's a rogue capstan motor, and we can actually look at what the problem is when we press the eject button. Where is it? There we go. Oh no, it doesn't do the same thing that it did before. Maybe it's because it was running for quite a while. Oh, in camera mode it's acting up. So the capstan is running in camera mode for no reason, and all I can think of is maybe also a capacitor that leaked onto the board, and there's now a connection that shouldn't be there, and then yeah, that the capstan is being driven for some reason. I mean, if you close the tape deck, it looks fine. The drum motor is spinning up, the drum is spinning up, so yeah. It's interesting. It also stops randomly driving the capstan for no reason. It's the first time I've seen this. Look at this. Let's look at it again. Eject. I mean, that's normal, right? You want the tape to be rewound while it's being ejected out of the mechanism, so it doesn't end up being tape solid. But this is strange, it doesn't stop. I'm tempted though to put a tape in, but yeah, come on, I have enough of them. Let's see what it's. Oh, now it's even faster. Wow. Let's put a tape in and see what happens. Maybe it's going to eat the tape. Oh no, not this one. Maybe another one. Let's see. Do I have a cheap one over here? No. Give me a second. Okay, I'm just going to use my test tape. It has been abused already, so it's already a bit broken. And oh my god! I think I need to turn it off. It stinks. No, oh my god! Oh god! Oh, that's that. Oh my god! It's that disgusting capacitor, rotting capacitor smell. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's so bad. Is it actually? Did one of them just start to leak all over the place? Like, I think something got warm. Let me have a whiff. I'm not sure where it comes from. It might be the DC-DC converter. So there is no tape going in there. It's disgusting. We need to fix it. Oh my god. I think the issue with the capstan motor driving for no reason, being driven for no reason, or running for no reason, you know, that's probably, like I said before, low resistance between two pads or something, or pads that have been, or traces that have been eaten up and bridged, and there's now a signal that shouldn't be there, or it's a low signal that's now high or fluctuating. Something is going on. Unfortunately, my trusted source for service manuals is currently defunct. It doesn't work anymore. It's inoperable for some reason. The website doesn't work, and I have to manage, to fix this one without the help of any service manuals. But it's okay. It's one of the less complicated units in terms of disassembly. Really easy to disassemble. You've seen the problem. Then this looks shiny and all sticky and disgusting. Maybe I need to treat this as well a little bit. But it needs a clean afterwards, of course. But I am in good hopes that this one will make or turn into a working unit again once we're done with repairing it. And pretty much is usually just capacitors. It's not a big deal, right? You don't have to troubleshoot a lot. Maybe we need to align the tape mechanism a bit because these tape guides, well, the screw that holds them in place, they sometimes become loose over the time, and then they unwind, or they even fall out sometimes, and you find them in the tape deck. Sometimes they are also missing completely. Maybe we need to do something about the pinch roller as well, because does it look nice? I'm not sure. It's a bit shiny, maybe. Yeah, we gotta take a look at this as well afterwards. After it works again and it doesn't do weird stuff like it's doing now. I think I still need to power it up to close the tape deck again. Let's do that just for the sake of me shutting the tape deck. And something happening? Oh yeah, there we go. It's very smooth. Like the tape mechanism runs smooth. It's nice. Like the motor that's driving the tape deck itself up and down, it looks okay, right? Okay, but enough of the talk, enough of the babble. Let's fix this thing. Well, here we go. It's disassembled. It's, like I said, not a big problem. That's a DC-DC converter, and it's a combination of the LANC input, remote control input. Then we have the eject button over here that's being pushed through this lever, or it is a lever, actually it's a slider button. And then we have a small daughter board, which is the lock key, standby and lock, and then record button. And yeah, this whole assembly, it's pretty much a daughter board that plugs in directly to the servo and syscon board that's beneath here. No, sorry, the VS, the video and syscon board. It's a combination of both. And some of these units use the FlexPrint cables to connect the boards to each other, like this one does as well. And also the FlexPrints for connecting to the DC-DC converter. In this case, it seems to be built down to budget. This lens assembly is also not considerably large. They try to save, I think, in building and development costs. Let's see if we can find date code in here. before we look deeper into the device, what's also worth mentioning, due to the small size of the lens assembly, it's also of lower quality. It doesn't have an image stabilizer, steady shot, as Sony calls it. It's just a budget model, right? I think it wasn't very expensive back in the days, and not a very desirable item. Over here, some capacitors, and I think there is a date code over here. It says NEC Japan 9243, so it's from 1992, I guess. Then we have another one here, and it says also 9243 down there. So I guess this is a 1992 built model. What's also indicating that it's from 1992 is the fact that the date setting on this machine rolls over, I think at 2020, and then it goes back to 1992. And that would indicate that the software that was written for this machine, and yes, there's software on here, or firmware, but to be using a better word, and they kind of hard-coded 1992 as the beginning because it was produced in 1992. As I said, it started to stink, and let me check if it was like one of these like capacitors, and oh my god, yeah. Yeah, oh, I think it's this one. It's disgusting, man. It smells really disgusting. There's a lot of gunk on there. Like, look at this. Where's my tweezers? This doesn't look very nice. Kind of another position of the overhead lamp, so you can see it better. So this doesn't look very nice over here near this capacitor. This part, it's coming off even by scraping just a little bit. Doesn't look that nice. Others don't look as bad, so this one might cause some headache because there's a lot of vias in that area too. And I hope they haven't been eaten up too much. It's a lot of the 10s that actually make a lot of problems in these devices from the 90s, the early 90s. Some of the larger ones, even though they have more electrolyte in them, they seem to not leak as much as the 10s and the 47s. There's a 33 one. This one doesn't look as bad either. And here you can see on the DC-DC converter, all of these 10s, look at how disgusting and crusty they are. The other one's not as bad. This one as well. What about these? Yeah. This is actually okay-ish. What about this one? It's a 40? Is it a 47? I can't read it. Yeah, it's a 47. Not as bad as the 10s down here. And when I mentioned the software / firmware earlier, usually these chips are, especially this one. This is should be a microcontroller. CXP. I think this one is a microcontroller. This one is also a microcontroller, and sometimes over here as well. They kind of work together. They communicate using, I think, a proprietary bus. How was it called again? It's in the schematic. I can't remember the name, but yeah, there's actually computer action going on here. Even though it's a completely analog device, right? It still has the servo and system control part that's actually driven by microcontrollers. And that's also the reason why they were able to miniaturize it. My God, miniaturize it so much. Of course, integrated circuits, a lot of functions integrated into just a single chip. Compared to the earlier models that had like separate or even discrete hardware, discrete chips, and discrete components sometimes for certain functions. That's why they were so large. And I think where is actually the IC, the control IC is under this shield. There's a lot of shielding going on, especially in this area too. It's very important for the signals not to be distorted because, yeah, well, that happens if it's not properly shielded. Anyway, enough with the babbling. I'm going to start replacing the caps, and let's see if we can have a nice picture afterwards out of the camera. We get one. And I think that the lens should be okay. There's no obvious indicators that it got wet or something. And yeah, let's see if just replacing the caps and recapping this unit fixes the problems. Okay, I removed the lens assembly because we need to work on the CCD imager board as well. There is 4 caps over here. It's probably 3.3, 150. What is it? 3.3, 150, 47, and 110? Is that the case? 150, 47, 4, 3.3, and 10. Yeah, it's pretty much the standard stuff that's going on there. I promise you I didn't look at the board before, but it's kind of the same for a lot of models. They seem to use the same CCD imager board. So two caps have to go over here, and I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 caps over here. And then after these have been replaced, no, sorry, 9. This one is hiding beneath blue paint. And then the caps over here and DC-DC converter also need to go. Since I can't solder one-handed, I need to buy myself a tripod for the phone or something because I'm recording with my phone. Maybe from the side or something, just to see what you guys can see what I'm doing, or zoom in or something. I'm going to think about something, but who's going to watch these videos anyway? Always the same. When I'm deeply involved into the progress of fixing something, I reassemble it without recording the darn progress. The capacitors have all been replaced, so here they are, scattered around the table. I already wanted to assemble the camera, like at least the part that has all the buttons and the viewfinder. Well, but I realized I was doing something which is not recorded, or like I was skipping a step to record, and yeah, it's pretty much all replaced. No, this one is not. I forgot these. Holy, how could I? I need to disassemble it again and replace these caps. So good that we're talking about it. The CCD sensor is off, or came off, so it's just fixed by 2 screws. I don't think we can see any light through this because I think the iris is completely shut. That's the zoom motor. That's the iris motor, but I think oh yeah, well, you can actually trigger it by hand, but it's a bit hard. Like this small can you actually see that? This small piece of plastic in there, that's actually what moves the iris. That opens it, that closes it. That's very hard to photograph or to shoot video of that. But yeah, no, 4 last capacitors need to be taken care of. It's 47 4 volts, 1 microfarad 50 volts, 3.3 35 and 1016. The 3.3 35, I only have it in a larger form factor, but you know it should fit. It's going to be okay. Same for the 150. They're a bit larger. I think these are 3 millimeters, and I have 4 millimeters in diameter. But it's going to be fine. Or was it circumference? No, I think it was diameter. Yeah, it was diameter. Okay, so replacing these now. Caps have been replaced. So as I said before, there is larger ones, but it's okay. It fits. It requires a bit of cleaning now, a bit more cleaning as well. Like let's try to videotape this. Close up. It's amazing what this lens is actually able to do, man. It's the quality is insane. It looks a bit washed out, but still the fact that this lens can or this phone can zoom so close and produce halfway good picture. A halfway good picture. It's amazing. Okay. Is it actually dirty? No, it's not. Okay, I'm going to assemble it now, and then we can give it a try. Okay, it seems it's working. Let's at first insert a tape. I hooked it up to the small TV now. It's the test tape that has audio and video in, well, in good quality without any tracking issues on it. Now let's look at the mechanism. Yeah, it looks okay. It looks okay. It's just not like it's clogged up or something. Let's put it into player mode. Okay, I don't have it on the power supply, on the lap supply, but it's okay. I don't see any amperage right now being drawn, but it should be alright. Let's give it a try, okay? I press play now. Okay. Oh, come on. It actually looks decent. I mean, the blanking is a problem. It's no, it's not syncing. The camera won't do it. The sound actually seems to be all right, even though I didn't recap the soundboard yet. It's not distorted in any way, shape, or form, but of course it needs to get rework. But more importantly, is video actually working? The camera function. Let's see. Stop. I hope this is not hitting any form of audio copyright stuff here. So let's try video. Recording is not possible. Oh, look at that! Nice. Is autofocus working? Yes. Perfect. It seems to not have any problems in particular. The lens could, I guess we can clean it a bit. It's a bit dirty, is it? But it's actually looking quite nice. Have a look at my slot machine collection. Nice. Okay, so the next part is let's try to record to a tape. Yeah, the mechanism is actually it's looking all right. Let's see, which tape do we record to? I have a lot of them here. I'm not even sure what's on this one. Nothing important, most likely. Okay. Where's the record button? It should be here. Is actually... is this working? Let's see. Data screen? Maybe the remote command function is switched off. Let's carefully turn it around and not drop it. Would be very shitty. There we go. IR commander needs to be turned on, and now we can probably also use the remote control. Let's see, data screen. There we go. There we go. Standby. Zoom. It's you know the titler is actually working, so the digital titler, which is good. And let's hit record. Yeah, it's doing a happy beep. It's recording now. There's no microphone attached because the microphone is actually located in. It's a mono microphone. It's located in here, so it's not going to record any sound. Probably only hum, maybe, or I don't think there will be anything at all. Let me quickly hook it up, actually, because I can test if sound is working all right. Stop. No. Stop recording. Okay. Switch off. And then... I think I can do it one-handed. I need to pause momentarily. Magic of the camera. So, let's do it again. Let's do it again and then also play back what we recorded. Of course, there's like... the sound is working. I can already hear it because it's now starting to flick back through the TV. Let's give it a try. Okay, let's hit data screen. Let's hit record.
This is a test. Sony CCD-TR303E. This is a test.
Okay, I think it was enough. Let's see. Stop recording. Beep beep. Put it into player mode. Rewind for a bit. Should be enough. And then play back. Yeah, it's probably a bit dirty, the tape pad, because you can see these issues here. Also because it's open. If I put my finger next to the drum, it's going to be even more distorted. And let's see if sound works. Does it record something?
This is a test. Sony CCD-TR303E. This is a test.
Yeah, I blared into the poor microphone. Yeah, sound actually seems to be all right. Oh, that's a garden. This is a test recording as well. Okay, so it actually looks good. It's a fix, and I think it's going to go into the collection. And then sooner or later, when there's enough cameras, I will actually do a comparison between the different models, and take them out to record video. And for now, I think the only part that's left to do is assemble this thing, and that's it. Is there actually also music playing? Oh no, it's just me in the kitchen probably. Okay, yeah, I guess I'm going to add a picture of the camera at the end of the video. Maybe you're seeing it right now. I don't think before I record these videos, so I don't have a plan. It's just me fixing cameras for fun and videotaping it because somebody might want to look at it as well. There's a lot of people on YouTube that do that stuff, and if you found your way into that video and you've watched through the video, thanks for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.